Hey everyone, RCD Butts here. In this vid we are going to show you how to install a KDE Direct tail performance upgrade. It's a version 2 and it's the one for the 550, 600, 700 series. Nice little thing that you can use to take a significant amount of slop out of your tail. So first thing we're going to do is, I'm just going to do one side to show you, the other side is just the same. Obviously you're going to want to take off your tail fins first. You want to unscrew, here first we'll show you what we got in the kit here. We've got 4 of these little radial bearings, and we're going to put those inside of these little guys. A couple of washers, 2 small screws, 2 larger screws, and then some bigger radial bearings, and just 2 of those. So back to the first part of what we were going to do here. Unscrew all this stuff from the tail. Basically what you're going to need is a screwdriver to get these little parts out here. Off of the tail. You want to get this little arm here, this slider, so you're going to replace that with the slider that we've got over here from the upgrade kit. Get that unscrewed. Okay. Put those, put that to the side. The next thing we're going to want to do is remove the grip. You're going to take the whole grip off there. It's going to take a little effort to get the screw from the grip. You know, it's locked tight on there. It's got thread lock, which is always a good thing. So you take this out, the screw. So you're going to put that screw away. You're going to be using a different screw. And then the washer in here, you're also going to want to remove just the washer. That's all. Leave the bearings in there. You've got these thrust bearings in there. You just want to leave them in there. And in the kit, see how you've got these longer threads, or these longer screws right here. First thing you're going to want to do is put some thread lock on them. I'm going to put some thread lock on them right now. Some on my finger and just run it through. Clean it off so that you don't get any thread lock on the actual bearings that you're going to be going through, because thread lock can get those bearings to be a little bit of a pain and not move. It'll defeat the whole purpose. So be careful about where you're getting thread lock. So we've got the washer that came out. You're still going to use that as the washer that's next to the longer screw here, which is what you got from the kit. Chances are you're going to be using a 2.5 millimeter to remove the bolt that's in the kit. The one that comes with that's already in the helicopter, but the one that comes with the KDE kit is actually a 2.0 millimeter screw, so you're going to have to use a smaller size hex driver. Put the washer in there that was already inside here. And then, after the washer, you're going to grab one of the big radial bearings out of the KDE Direct kit. Put that in there. So it's going to be what really takes away most of your play. And then, inside the kit is also these small washers. Put the small washer on next. Okay, so what you're going to have here inside the grip is, after you have the thrust bearings that are already in there, the small washer that comes with the kit, the big radial bearing that comes with the kit, and then the washer that you already had from inside of here, and you're going to use the screw that came with the kit. It's longer than this other screw to make up for the distance or the extra length that you need for the bearing. So you're going to want to get that whole thing in there, up there inside the grip. Okay, and then you're going to want to put the grip back on the tail. Make sure you've got thread lock on here, you've got the right order, thrust bearings, washer, radial bearing, washer, and then the new screw to hold it on. If you need to see a diagram of this too, you can also find that at the KDE Direct website. Want to get that nice and tight. You don't want to strip it. You want to give it a good, nice, tight. Alright. Next thing you're going to want to do, we're going to have to put this new little metal arm on here. But first, before we put the arm on, for each arm you're going to use two of these smaller bearings that come with the kit. You're going to want to put them inside of the arm here. But before you do that, you're going to want to put a little bit of thread lock on the outside of these bearings. Oh, sometimes it's a pain to get out. Alright, in order to get some of the thread lock just on the outside of the bearings, again, it's tricky. You want to make sure you don't get any of it inside the bearing. So I'm just going to use a little bit of thread lock on the tip of a Q-tip. I'm just going to get a little bit around the outside here. A little bit goes a long way with thread lock. Be careful what you've got on your fingers already. Be very careful and cognizant of that, because you don't want to get that on the bearings. Stick that in there, and then you're going to want to do the same with the second bearing. Put a little, here's what I'm doing, putting some thread lock on the tip of this. This wiped out. Get it off my finger. And just apply it on the outside of this bearing. A little bit of thread lock to get it to stay in place. And then you put this one on here. So your little arm is ready here. Okay, so now that you've got this guy built, you got the radial bearings in there, you got the thread lock in there, and you're going to make sure you use the flat side that's going to face the tail grip. So let's see here, flat side. Put this in here. And then one of the screw that was already in place here that went through is what you're going to want to use. I think both of them are identical, so either one will work. Just screw that back in there to hold in place for this arm. Okay, and then for here, there's this other longer screw that came with the KDE Direct kit. So you're going to end up using that one, and since you're screwing in the plastic, you're going to want to, instead of using thread lock in here, you're going to want to use a little bit of super glue or CA as your thread lock. Just to be safe, I think I'm just going to put a little dab of it inside of here, inside the grip first, because I don't want to thread it through the bearings with the super glue on it. So then you're going to match these up. Put this through here, match Match these up. Let's go through and start screwing that in there. And finish it off with your hex wrench. It's plastic, so you don't want to screw it too far in there. But that will move a lot smoother. And for the other side, you just do the exact same thing. Unscrew in here, unscrew this, and put all these guys in there. Make sure you get the washers in there, and again, make sure that the fin faces the flat side of these arms right here, the flat side, because if you end up even on one side using the protruding side, it's going to tighten up and you're going to have no it's basically going to lock up your tail, so be careful about that part. Thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.